Hi, everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Sonny Shermer with me today, and we're talking about Wildlife Weekend, which is just around the corner.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about this.
Yes, this is a yearly event that we do in coordination with the city of Bristol, Tennessee, and the Friends of Steel Creek Nature Center and Park cooperate to pull off a Wildlife Weekend, which is usually a Friday night with events and then a Saturday with events. This year we're really excited because our first event on Friday will be at 3:30 p.m. at the Nature Center, and it'll be a presentation of membership to the American Alliance of Museums, which the Nature Center has been, and staff has been working on for the past 3 years.
Oh, wow.
We finally were accepted, and this is a prestigious honor. So we will be celebrating with refreshments and a plaque and a presentation from the city. And then that evening at 7, we will have a keynote speaker. We will have Dr. Daryl Moore from ETSU, and he's going to be talking about honeybees. Our theme this year is the world of bees, and so this ties in very nicely with what our theme is. And then it'll be followed by the presentation of the winners of the photo contest. We have a photo contest every year with Wildlife Weekend, and refreshments again. And then Saturday, I didn't bring any snakes or any of our critters along, but they will be there Saturday. Saturday we've got hikes, walks, chippy cameos. We have interactive kiosks that'll have reptiles, birds, raptors, and owl pellets. We'll have fossil casting, nature crafts, mini sessions with native plants, raptor rehab, and insects. So there's something planned for everyone, and this runs from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. on Saturday.
And this is open to the general public?
Absolutely.
And does it cost anything?
It is free with admission to the park. So
Okay.
The only thing is your parking payment when you come into the park. Otherwise, everything is absolutely free. Yes.
And I know you have been working on this a long time. You mentioned some things even years in the works.
Absolutely, yes. I've been involved with the Friends since it incorporated in 1997. So yeah, I'm a dinosaur. I go back a long way.
I don't know about that, but we are excited about the weekend. And I know that it's just a great way. Plus, it's just a beautiful time of year. And if you haven't been there, this is a nice way to really check it out.
Oh, absolutely. And the other part to check out is in our Lakeside Gallery, which we have shows periodically. We'll have a new show entitled The World of Bees, and this will enhance our theme for Wildlife Weekend. And Jeremy and his staff have been working really hard to set up this exhibit, and it will be a really, really neat thing too. And I want to do a shout out to Lance, who isn't here with us today, for setting up the Steel Creek Park Bio Blitz on iNaturalist. He does this every year for the month, or starting in October 1st until we have our Wildlife Weekend. And people were encouraged to go out to the park, take pictures of nature, take pictures of whatever they can at the park. And this really helps us to note and see what we've got available in the park.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. A really big weekend. It's coming up, so mark your calendars. And thank you for joining us today. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Brian Ramsey with us today, and we're going to talk about Transit Appreciation Day. This is right around the corner, and you've got a chance to win door prizes and lots of exciting things going on. Tell us about the date and what we can expect.
So we're having our Transit Appreciation Day on Thursday, October 16th. It's a day to celebrate and recognize our transit riders and our drivers while showcasing Bristol's transit system as a convenient, low-cost way to get around town. We will be offering free rides that day and lunch also, free lunch between 11 and 1. Be hosted by our community events and engagement department. And we will be giving out door prizes. I think we'll be giving out some bus passes, some Bristol swag, and I think some t-shirts and stuff.
Nice. Now, where is it? Where do we go?
It'll be at our downtown center.
Okay. And it starts at 11?
Yeah.
So
free
Thursday,
rides all day, and then 11 to 1 is the lunch.
So you can catch a ride to the event and then catch a ride back. And it also, I'm sure, highlights just some of the the routes, and what would you say are some things that people really don't know about the transit system?
Well, we have 3 fixed routes, 3 fixed bus routes, the hospital route, the South Side route, and the Penn Hickory route. Those are full-size buses that travel those routes throughout the day, starting 6:15 a.m. to 6 p.m. on 2 of those routes, and the other one starts at 8. But those routes travel throughout different areas in the city. And then, if you want more information on the exact locations of those routes, you can look on our transit webpage, City of Bristol's homepage, or just Google it. And the fares for those fixed bus routes are 60 cents for adults, senior citizens and disabled is 30 cents, and then children under 6 is free. We also have 2 other services that folks are usually not aware of. We have our ADA service route, which is a small personnel van that we will come and pick up folks, take them to doctor's appointments or whatever they need if they are certified by ADA as disabled. And you can just call our transit office there and schedule that 24/7. We've got an answer machine. We'll call you back, schedule that appointment, and we'll come out and personally pick you up and take you to the appointment. And then we also have a job access van that, similar in fashion, they'll go pick up someone who needs travel to or from work. And the requirements for those, or the qualifications, is you just have to be a resident. The job has to be inside the city limits. You have to have a working phone number to be able to schedule those appointments. And you also have to have no other means of travel to and from that job, whether it's public transportation or any other means.
That's great. So lots of services if you didn't know about it. Well, definitely go by, and if you haven't taken the bus, this is a great chance for you to do so on October 16th. Yep. Thank you so much, Brian, for being with us today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol, and thank you for tuning in. I've got Jane Roberts with us today talking about the American Cancer Society upcoming 5K. So dust off your jogging shoes, because this is always a good one. And you don't have to run it, but if you want to, you can. So tell us a little bit about this 5K.
Well, it's not a 5K.
Oh, well, then let's talk about that. I thought it was a 5K.
No, it's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer for Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. It'll be a 1-mile walk. We'll be at the Hard Rock, 10 o'clock in the morning. And the reason for the 1 mile is because we have cancer patients who are still undergoing treatment. So we try to keep it at a distance.
Would be too long.
That's a little bit too long.
One mile is much more doable.
Yeah, and then if you do want to walk another couple of laps, you're more than welcome to do that. But yeah, we start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're asking for all of our breast cancer survivors to please to go online to register. If they register, they'll get a t-shirt, and then when they come to the event, we honor them with a gift bag. So we definitely want them to be there and to be part of it. And we'd love for businesses, family, churches, everyone to just come and join us as a team or just as a participant and help us to raise money for breast cancer research.
Now, is this the first time it's been at the Hard Rock?
No, the very first year we were at the Hard Rock. They are a national sponsor for the American Cancer Society's Making Strides, and they are absolutely fantastic to work with, by the way. We love to work with them. We are out in the parking lot because we do have all different ages, and as we well know, with the Hard Rock, you have to be 21 or above. And so we're out in the parking lot. We're going to have the Pack-a-Latchin', we'll have the Blended Peddler, we have live music, we'll have face painting, we'll have balloons, we'll have the Volvo breast cancer truck will be there. So we plan on having a really fun time. It's going to be really packed, and we'd just like for everyone to join us.
And you just mark out the mile on how people...
Yeah, we'll have someone who will be at the front to sort of lead the the way and the route that they'll be going around the venue will be 1 mile. So it'll be great.
That'll be great. So definitely mark your calendars. It's a Saturday,
Right.
October 18th. Pull out your pink because
Right.
that always looks great that day.
Yeah, and if you want to register, the best way to do it is to call our 1-800 number.
Okay.
And it would be 1-800-227-2345, or you can go to www.cancer.org, and that will show the number also, so that way you can register.
I love that. Well, Jane, thanks for being on with us today.
Oh, thank you for
and
having
good luck.
me.
And,
Thank you.
And I know you'll do that mile in 6 minutes.
No.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Officer McCray with us today, and we're talking about coffee with the chief. Who does not want to have coffee with the chief? This is going to be so fun.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about this.
So it's something that we do every so often. That way it gives people the opportunity to bring their concerns and comments to our police chief. That way we can address them for patrol or for our department. Yeah.
So do you bring your own cup? Your own
No,
coffee?
so we like to make it at a place to where they can either get coffee or a drink if they don't drink coffee, whether it be pop or water or whatever it may be. But yeah, we definitely try to make sure that everybody's able to enjoy themselves and ask questions and bring their concerns if they have any. It's just a way for people to engage with us as a police department as well, too.
So now where is it and when is it?
So this Coffee with the Chief, we're going to be holding it at the Pit Road Diner or Finish Line Diner on 394. This will be, I think, the second time that we're doing it there. And it'll be on a Saturday, October 11th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Perfect.
Yeah, so during breakfast time. So anybody's welcome, to come in and get some breakfast and ask questions. So it'll be fun.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm sure the chief looks forward to it because it's just a casual opportunity to really come in and if you do have some questions and ideas, it's a great place to share them.
Mm-hmm. And even if you don't have questions, you're more than welcome to come and hang out with us as well. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Is that everything you've got for us?
I also wanted to mention too that if people are still wanting to apply for the Citizens Police Academy, we're still accepting applications. We still have about 10 spots open left. So if they do want to apply, they can find it on our City of Bristol's website, and we'll probably close the application on Monday next week.
You've got plenty of time. So
Yes.
jump on there if you're interested in doing that, and then get ready for your cup of coffee with the chief, which is
Yes.
also coming up in October. Well,
Yes.
thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thank you for having
We'll
me.
be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Camille Gray with us today from Theater Bristol. And we're going to talk about The Odd Couple because it's next up on the list, and tickets are on sale.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about this production.
Yeah, so it's Neil Simon's The Odd Couple. It's the hilarious comedy of Felix and Oscar and two men having gone through and going through a divorce, and they move in together to try to make life easier, and then it's the saga of what unfolds, and then they end up going their separate ways, with the final reminder that the game must go on, even despite marriages coming and going. So they'll still be friends at the end of it, but it's this hilarious comedy of their mishaps. And a lot of people remember the TV show. It's been made into movies, and then obviously it's been around since 1965. So a lot of runs on stages across the country and the world.
Is this the first time Theater Bristol's put it on?
No, we've actually done The Odd Couple many times, and there's even actually a female Odd Couple that Theater Bristol's done.
Oh, wow.
That just gender bends the whole show. So this is the regular Odd Couple, and I couldn't tell you how many times we've done it, but it's definitely not the first time we've done it.
I love that. And if you want to get tickets, not just to this show, but to any upcoming Theater Bristol show, what's the best way to do that?
Online at theaterbristol.org. Unless you're going for White Christmas, that's at paramountbristol.org, but we'll send you there even if you go to theaterbristol.org. So yeah, tickets are on sale now for all of the remaining shows of 2025.
That's amazing. You always put on such a great lineup. So any surprises in this rendition of The Odd Couple that we should be looking for when we come?
It's going to feel very comfortable if you're familiar with Odd Couple, and if you're not familiar with it, come see it and let this be your introduction to it. It is at the Cameo Theater this year, which is very exciting. So it's one of our inaugural Cameo productions. It's directed by Gary Aday, who is a renowned director in the area. He's been with Theater Bristol for a very, very long time, and also works at Virginia Highlands Community College and has directed a lot of productions there. So it's his take on The Odd Couple.
I love that. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing with us. And go get your tickets. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Mark Andrews with us to tell us about what we can see and expect from Paramount in the next few months. What's going on over there?
Well, we have some exciting stuff going on. We just announced something that we call Season of Giving. We are going to have 6 shows that we will be donating $1 from every ticket sales to local foundations and organizations. Those 6 shows are Key West, Judy Collins, Symphony of the Mountains, Ozark Mountain Daredevils, Josh Blue, and then we have a fundraiser called the Resilient Farmers Fundraiser. And the organizations that we're donating money to will be an organization called Waiting to Hear, the Virginia High Music Program, the Tennessee High School Music Program, Paths to Dignity, United Cerebral Palsy Foundation, and Hurricane Helene Relief.
Oh my goodness! So you really have a lot of organizations that will be affected by this. This is great.
Yeah, and we know how hard it is. We're a C13 nonprofit, and we know how hard it is to be a nonprofit and to rely on donations. So we just wanted to do something to give back to the community.
That's great. And if you haven't ever been to the Paramount, I mean, it truly is just fantastic.
It
really
it's a gorgeous
is.
place.
And I just love the wide variety of different shows that come through the Paramount too. So, you know, it's if you're not even on the email list, that's probably the best way to find out everything that's upcoming, because sometimes you also add things in last minute.
Yeah,
you'll get a call and
we don't have the ability to schedule the entire year ahead of time. We rely on what is called routing. When artists are traveling through, thankfully we're near an interstate and we can get them at a little bit of a discount so that it doesn't kill us, because we lose money on pretty much every show that we do. And that's why we rely on donations. But so we add shows all the time. We're adding shows.
And best way to get tickets?
ParamountBristol.org, or you could call our box office, but the website's the easiest way.
And you can go and buy tickets day of, assuming it's not sold out.
Absolutely. If it's not sold out, we do have our box offices open on the nights of shows, and it's also open during the week, Tuesday through Saturday.
And it always makes a great gift too. If you know people that haven't been to the Paramount and you're looking for a good upcoming birthday gift or Christmas gifts.
Yeah, and you don't have to buy a specific ticket. We have gift cards available as well.
Which is great.
Yep.
Anything else we're missing that you'd like to add?
Just come see us, and if you've never been, come experience it. Our tagline is it's more than a ticket, it's an experience, and that's very true.
It really is. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Monica Tucker with us today from Frontier Health, and we're going to talk about a very serious topic and kind of switch gears. Sometimes we have a lighthearted show, but this is a good note to end on, and we're going to talk about suicide prevention, because it is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And so tell us a little bit about how we can prevent this tragedy from happening.
So suicide is a delicate topic to talk about, but it's a very important topic to talk about. Suicide is something that people often think that they can't talk about because then it plants the seed, when in reality, talking about it is how you help with it. Talking to somebody, looking for the warning signs, thinking about what their mental state is.
So tell me a little bit about the statistics, because I know they're bigger than what we actually think.
Absolutely. So 1 out of 20 individuals in the United States die by suicide every 11 minutes.
Oh my gosh. That is shocking.
Yes, it's very alarming.
So let's start with the warning signs. What are some warning signs that we need to be looking for?
So the warning signs can vary. Sometimes somebody looks very put together and well on the outside when internally they are struggling. They could be isolating from others. They could be disengaged from social activities, or work or school, expressing that they're very hopeless, very sad, isolating to where they are not sharing their emotions with anybody. Oftentimes people can hoard medications or go purchase a firearm, or sometimes that looks like them getting their affairs in order. You know, they could be making their wills, they could be giving away prized possessions, things like that.
How long have you been involved in this?
I've been involved in this for about 6.5 years.
Okay, so, and I'm sure I heard go around sometimes even with our police department and officers, just helping be there as a social worker and as a liaison, so that if somebody is in trouble or somebody has gotten a call that someone might be thinking about this, you're there to help.
Yep, I'm there to respond with the Bristol, Tennessee Police Department and assess them in the community to link them to treatment.
And what do you advise if we recognize that someone's having these feelings or just warning signs? How do we handle it?
So as a person, you know, having that conversation with them, you know, being there to be very supportive of them and, you know, eliminating any imminent risk. So that looks like making sure that, you know, any weapons that are in the home are secure or any medications are locked up. You know, letting them know that they're not alone, because often individuals who are contemplating suicide, they don't really want to die. They want to escape that pain that they're feeling. And, you know, you can link them to resources. There are limited resources. There is 988 crisis hotline. You can call or you can text it. And then on the website, you can also chat with somebody. And then in Johnson City, Frontier Health has a 24/7 crisis walk-in center called Turning Point. And individuals who are in a mental health crisis can come in there at any time and get an assessment to see what kind of resources and treatment they need.
That's great. That's good. I think just the resources and looking for the signs. And do you find that suicide goes up in the winter months?
Typically, you know, sometimes with the colder weather, people tend to isolate more, and it can increase it. So that's how come it's very important to be very cognizant of your loved ones and your friends to see what their mental health is like.
Is there anything I'm missing that you'd like to share today, Monica?
I think that just spreading awareness and talking about it kind of reduces that stigma, which ultimately kind of helps prevent people from not seeking treatment. So I think talking about it is great.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being on today and sharing this with us. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.